Did the Bible copy Canaanite mythology, or even stem from Canaanite polytheism? Hey everyone, I'm Josiah and I study comparative mythology. So someone pointed out to me that in Psalm 74:14, Yahweh crushes the heads of Leviathan and argued this was lifted straight from the Canaanite chaos serpent, Lotan. And it's a fair question. If we care about the truth, we have to engage with this. But here's the thing. Multi-headed serpents are very common in ancient myth. It's not uniquely Canaanite, and it's not uniquely biblical. In Mesopotamia, Ninurta slays a 7-headed serpent 100 to 400 years before the Baal cycle was even written. And in Revelation 12, Michael fights the great dragon, not Yahweh, and the imagery draws from the same shared ancient motif pool, which I believe points to that myth, not just myth stealing. So when the Bible uses chaos beast language, it isn't copying myths or even proving polytheistic roots. It's claiming supremacy over them. Poetic echoes don't prove religious origin, they prove literary dominance. Now, this broader claim that Israelite monotheism evolved out of Canaanite polytheism, guys like Dan McClellan push that hard. But based on what I've seen, it's not rooted in hard evidence, it's rooted in assumptions. They start with the idea that when the Bible was edited and compiled, it must have erased polytheism. Then they reinterpret every silence and parallel as proof. But that's not evidence, that's a narrative and an argument from silence. Because the Bible already tells us Israel adopted foreign gods. That's not original polytheism, that's apostasy. Judges 3:7 says it outright. So if you want to question the historical viability of that verse, sure, go ahead, but you need actual textual evidence to the contrary, not just vague archaeological finds interpreted through a subjective lens. So until someone shows me clear manuscript or archaeological proof of Yahweh originally being just one of many gods, I'm not buying it. And if you have some, drop it in the comments, because I want to see it. But just remember, citing expert consensus doesn't cut it. That's just a dressed up appeal to authority. So no offense, Dan McClellan, but from what I've seen of your work on this, it sounds more like you're biased on the text than the actual evidence. You're reading a narrative into the gaps, not pulling facts from the data. And to go deeper on this topic, I'm excited to announce that we're going to be tackling Canaanite mythology and the Book of Enoch as our next series on the podcast. I think it pairs perfectly with our previous biblical analysis and Mesopotamian myth deep dives. So if that's of interest to you, stay tuned. And in the meantime, be sure to check out our Psych and Spirit series happening now.